Correct. Oh, wow. I love how it's when he's ready.
I like that. No,
it's time to go.
Okay, it's louder now. Correct. And the music.
Hello, everybody, and good morning, Brian's mom. Hi, Brian's mom.
It's Vietnam.
Oh, Vietnam. We talked about that.
Vietnam.
Welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. I am Ted. That makes the other guy not Ted.
Makes me Damon.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
by the way, we're all sorry about that. We're all sorry.
Hey, I do want to point out, especially if you haven't seen us on YouTube yet, you need to. But I'm wearing one of my new shirts. So I basically went out and got a whole wardrobe so that not only can I wear our stuff every day, I don't have to wash it every night and wear the same 2 or 3 things I have every day.
I'm wearing a 20-year-old polo.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
But it says That Checks Out. You can see me pointing to it if you go to YouTube.
Yes. So I'm very excited about this. Very excited. Oh, now you're pointing for YouTube. I'm sure the people that are listening in their car are riveted by this.
Why would it change now?
So one thing I do want to do, I want to congratulate on the podcast. I want to congratulate Jason Rampa for retiring Master Gunnery Sergeant. Okay.
Yeah.
From the Marine Corps, and that would have just happened last weekend. So I want to send a shout out to him. We did do a little thing for him and send it to him that we did kind of special. That's for his eyes, and whoever he wants to share with, it's for his eyes. And we went to school with him, growing up with him. We're very proud of him, and I just wanted to say congratulations.
Yes, he asked us to personally do stuff, but one of us is busy.
Yeah, we couldn't make it, unfortunately, to be there in person. So we sent him something, and like I said, we just want to acknowledge that. The other thing I will say, we'll plug ourselves, is we have Catfish Days. That'll be...
Is this coming out before Catfish?
Oh, yeah. This comes out on Monday. We will be at Catfish Days this coming weekend.
Oh, exciting.
Yes.
Well, on that topic.
Yes.
This weekend? Like...
The weekend this comes out.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Wow.
Here's what we're going to do.
16th?
We really need to work on when... Is there a light we can flash to you when it's okay to talk?
Can I just say something right now? Did anybody lose a baby in your subdivision this week?
Not that I'm aware of.
You believe that?
I don't. I don't believe that.
All right. I just wanted to, because here's the deal. I don't want to get all the way in and be like, hey, something awesome happened. So what we found out is Matt can't read a calendar. So anyway.
Well, I also oh, hey, by the way, a baby got taken.
Oh, yeah. Very
in my
nonchalant.
neighborhood. Oh, what's the story on that? I don't really pay attention to it or care.
I'm not sure.
Was it my baby? No.
I'm not sure. Hey, so this Catfish Days thing is
it's this thing that we were trying to book, but that's okay. It's
after this weekend.
Oh, I was just gonna say. So I'm talking to my mom, and we can get into that in a minute. I was at my mom's house, and she had all the stuff. I'm like, I'll come back next week and just get it when my trunk's empty. I don't want.
Right.
I was in Mac's neighborhood, trunks full.
Right.
You figure that out. You put that together on your own.
Right.
And
I'll bag that baby.
She was like, are you coming down for Catfish Day this weekend? Because it's not this weekend. It's next weekend. And I was like, yeah, I know. You know we're going to Branson this weekend, right? You know that. Like, that's before Catfish Day. She's like, oh, I thought it was the weekend after. I wish we wouldn't have had that conversation, because I would have shown up at her house, like, ready to pick her up. And she'd be like, what's going on? What are we doing?
Yeah. Surprise.
Oh, you better get some money out. Some Branson money.
Some Branson money. I brought none. I brought zero Branson money. So did anything else interesting happen this week?
Well, that was the thing I was going to say. I went to my mom's after recording last week, and because she wanted to go to Walmart and Bath and Body Works. I have to make sure because my mother-in-law has worked for both Bath and Body Works and Bed Bath and Beyond, and I think she did that just to mess with my head.
Yeah,
because now they're all one store.
Wait, is it
totally different?
Is it the Beyond store? Yeah. What store are you at?
It's the one with the bath in it. They both have bath in it, you jerk.
Yeah, they both.
So we go to Kankakee, because it's close. Kankakee, Illinois, for those of you not in the area.
Yeah.
Which has those stores, but that area where Walmart is, it's grown up, but where Bath and Body Works is, it's dead.
Yeah.
Ghost town. And we walk, and it was so weird, because that's like, there's nothing around it. It's in a mall where there is nothing.
And it survived.
And I mean nothing. There's a store next to it where it sells weed paraphernalia and blacklight posters and stuff.
And rental cars.
Yeah. I'm still like, Ma, don't look in there. Don't look in there. It's not for you. It's not for you. Yeah. When you go into Bath and Body Works, it's like nothing has changed. There's nothing there. They have they're looking for more help. I'm like, you need to be looking for real estate.
Yeah.
How are you getting foot traffic?
How about a store by the highway? Yeah. How about we get you out of here?
And she goes there because it's the semi-annual 75% off clearance sale. I don't know, like a bragger.
Okay.
But she can afford 75% off.
Whoa.
But she buys it because she donates it to a veterans home, so she goes to that and she's like, they don't have a lot of the men's stuff on sale this time. I'm like, how many men's stuff do they have people running through here? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they have one collection of men's stuff and occasionally
It's
like
Bath and Body Works.
not that one. We'll put that one on sale.
Yeah.
And then we get to the front. She's like, hey, I haven't been here for 2 years. I like to use your bags for stuff. Can I get more bags? And they were like, no.
Really?
Yeah.
They straight out told her that?
Yeah. She's like, I'll pay for them. No.
That's great customer service.
Right. And boy, like, you'll pay for these bags? All right. I would have been like, here's a whole box.
Right.
You know,
You're going to need to pay cash for those. And now I'm going to give you 2 boxes.
yeah.
Yeah. But no. So that was the highlight of your week then, was going to Bath and Body Works?
We also went to the Walmart and we went to Cracker. Oh, we bought some Pringles
Ooh.
at Walmart.
Okay.
I forgot to bring them to here today because that's how I roll.
Yeah.
And have you ever seen the YouTube show Hot Ones? It's where
Yes, I have. Yeah, I know what
guy
you're talking about.
interviews celebrities over hot wings.
Well, they're doing hot stuff. Yeah.
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 And these are co-sponsored by Hot One. And so I'm like, when I've had the hot Pringles before and they're like a joke, you get to the whole bag and you're like, oh yeah, there was some spice in there.
Right.
These, I ate 5 chips and it was like, what is happening? What is happening? And I'm so angry because I wanted to bring them to you and not tell you and see if you'd notice.
Yeah, because absolutely that because
Yeah.
after that hot sauce,
just
I
be
feel like a
woo,
man.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. My shirt's soaked. The rest of the time, I'm just soaking wet.
Well, thanks for telling me that me hanging out with my mom wasn't a highlight. And you're like, well, that's all you did this week?
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah.
That's all I did. I worked and hung out with my mom.
Yeah, I didn't do too much anything. I will tell you this, that I had some questions arise this week, both from people that asked me. I have a couple questions people asked me that I'd like to get your opinion on. And then I have one question that popped in my head when I watched a YouTube video, or maybe it was a reel or something like that, where somebody talked about this. And I thought to myself, this isn't right. So I want to go through 3 things with you. All right. The first one is, somebody asked, what's your favorite group? Okay. That was just somebody asked that on a question.
What does that mean?
So you know what I said? I said, it's either meat or dairy. That's what I said. Okay.
Checks out.
And I go,
Checks
because I'm a
out.
big fan of ice cream. You know what I mean? So it's either meat or dairy. They looked at me like I was absolutely stupid. Now,
I don't think I had anything
they
to
didn't
do
say music group. They didn't say.
That's what I mean. Do they mean band? Do they mean?
Yeah. I realize, I guess group does just fall for music when you think about it, because you don't have a group of athletes. You have teams. You don't have. So I understand that. But it was just the whole thing of like, you asked group. Cool. I'm going to go off the wall and I'm going to say either meat or dairy, because I really don't think that like Snickers is a food group. So I can't just, go, hey, I want the 5th food group, But no, it was one of those things. So if I asked you, what's your favorite group? What would your answer be?
Well, not dairy because I can't have it.
What's your least favorite group?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess there was no other context. It was just,
Right.
What's your favorite group?
Yeah, what's your favorite group? Yeah, and again, we didn't have a conversation before. It was boom, what's your favorite group? We weren't listening to music. So again, when I said this, I thought I was being very, very quick-witted. And I was like, oh, I was so proud of it. And they looked at me like, hey, moron, could you just answer the question?
Mac, your favorite group?
What's your favorite group, Mac?
Metallica.
Okay, see? That Mac is where you should go.
I don't feel like Metallica is a group.
No. Well,
Were we not talking about music?
Well, that's the thing we don't know.
We don't know.
Wasn't really.
See?
Oh, but he
attention.
did default to music though.
But he did default to music. So that's okay. So that makes sense. All right. So the next one, I was listening to a podcast and there was a commercial in it. And it said it was for Pizza Hut. And it says something like, when you get to the end and it's reading all the stuff and it says delivery charges apply. And then it says, the guy's voice says, delivery charge is not a tip. Okay. Now, I understand that because I used to deliver pizzas and we never had a delivery charge because that was back in the day. I get it. Who gets a delivery charge then? If it's not a tip, what's say it's a $2 charge? Who's getting that? Is the pizza place getting that for sending you somebody?
The stores, the group is getting that.
The group,
yeah,
the meat or the dairy,
yeah.
Okay,
the store's getting that clearly.
So that's what's so crazy is it's like, okay, so because you have a guy there that you don't pay much money to and he makes all his money on tips,
correct?
You're going to charge me for the fact that he'll come to my house.
However, have you seen that Domino's is doing a thing where if you went to them,
yes,
they would give you $3.
They pay you $3. Yes.
So
you come to
it's
them.
only taken 25 years of the delivery charge for it to finally come the other way. They're like,
hey, your time is money too.
Why is it $2 for you to do absolutely nothing more than to give it to the guy you're already paying?
Right. And that's my whole point. But when they go out of their way at the end to say delivery charge is not a tip, that's the last thing you hear. And it's just stuck in my head where I'm like, why? First off, why would you go to that trouble? Okay, to say that. And second off, then who's getting that money?
Well, I think they're doing it they think they're being the good people by saying, if I say this, the customer knows that they have to give extra money to the driver as a tip.
Right.
Where they could just either raise their price by $2.
Correct.
Or just like, hey, if you come in, it's this price. If you get it delivered, it's this price.
Yeah.
And it's a $2 difference. And then you don't have to make it so weird.
Yeah. Have you ever, because I've actually ordered stuff before, and like when they give me the total, I'm like, that sounds weird. Oh, well, there's a delivery charge. And I'm like, okay, I'm not interested. Because honestly, I could get in my car and go get it too. Because I'm going to tip a guy. Now I'm going to pay you a couple dollars just for the joy of him driving in my house.
In some sense, if you explain it, like if you deliver it, you have to put it in special packaging and additional stuff. And there's other stuff. That's fine. Just say for delivery, it's this price.
Yeah.
For not delivery, it's this price.
Yeah. But there's so many, I mean, honestly, not delivery generally is carry out. Most pizza places, you don't dine in unless it's a big,
I was making it broader now.
Yeah.
Every place almost delivers.
Yeah. But no. And the other thing is I guess, unless you're ordering like $91 worth of cheeseburgers and you're a kid, if you go to like Grubhub or something like that, I mean, is there a delivery charge in there before there's a tip?
You're already paying. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's all stacked in there. You know that already. Yeah, because they're driving from wherever they're at to the place to pick up the food to come to you. So they're already covering that stuff.
Well, here's what I do. When I look up at a restaurant, I go to their website and look up their menu.
Mm-hmm.
My wife likes to just Google it. And if you click menu, it usually shows you the Grubhub or DoorDash, whatever that menu.
Okay.
And they don't show everything.
Right.
It's not everything there. And secondly, it's $4,000 more.
Could you imagine if they have to bring you like the fajitas and they're still sizzling? They got two different trays. You know what I mean? Thank you for ordering out at Chili's.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, you drive that electrical vehicle? You can't take the fajitas because we got to put it right on the engine block.
Yeah. Or what's the cheese where they light it on fire when they get to the table?
Saganaki? Sure.
Yeah. So they get to your house and they just light that on fire in your front porch. You know. Yeah.
And you're just standing there in the street while the fire department shows up, and they're like on flambe again. Yeah.
Yeah. Not even that, but you order the hibachi and you're like, okay, is the guy coming prepared? I want to see him catch a shrimp in his hat, and I want him to toss something into my husband's mouth.
Imagine that in COVID where he's down at the end of your driveway.
Yeah.
And he's got to fling the shrimp to you from there.
Right. They're just stuck to the siding all over the house. Oh, that's the hibachi house. Yeah, they order out like once a week. Yeah, it's gross. They need to wash their siding. My last one, and this one we won't spend much time on, but this did pop in my head because again, I saw something where I questioned it. If you take a blind man to a strip club, is he allowed to touch?
No.
Otherwise, what did he pay for?
Why did he go?
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because honestly, and what made me think of that was I was watching somebody and they said first dates, and this guy, I was watching these undateable things, and this guy had a misformed face. My thought was, and honestly, I'm not even trying to be ignorant. My thought is if everybody's not
naturally
right, yeah, I'm not trying. This is not trying at all. Okay, there's zero effort in this, ignorance. But anyway, my first thought was, why wouldn't you then maybe introduce him to somebody that's blind? I'm not even being funny, just being real. If you're that concerned, like, hey, people just get turned off by my looks, okay, then why don't you go to somebody that doesn't have that ability?
Well, how does this translate to your question?
So my question was, okay, that. So blind people, not only that, but they have to feel your face. So then my thought was, well, geez, they'd have to feel, okay, hey, you have muscles. Hey, you have, okay, whatever. And then I thought, boy, if you take one to a strip club, that was my thought. That just popped in my head.
All right,
randomly.
so you're telling me that you think it's okay. No, not okay, but you advise.
Yeah.
That you hook them up with someone who would literally have to feel the, as you called it, misformed?
Yeah. 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 Deformed?
You think that's better?
Well,
I think it's like it doesn't matter either way.
How many normal faces have they felt? They're not going to really know.
As a blind person?
Yeah.
Probably more than one.
I don't know. I mean, not during COVID. They're not feeling faces.
I'm just throwing weird things out.
No,
well, during the pandemic.
Not during the pandemic. But
that would just be irrational.
Okay, so let's go back to my original question. If I take them,
they're barely acceptable if you have the tools to quote unquote enjoy them, aka eyes.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Because here's the thing: now, if it's true that all your other senses are heightened,
Yeah.
he's getting all that other gross
Right.
multiplied and still can't even see anything.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Don't even that seems like torture.
I smell so much patchouli in here. It's not even fun. I understand. All right. So the answer is no, he should not be allowed to touch. Right?
No.
Okay. Just checking. Mac, you agree?
Correct.
Okay. All right. I'm just checking.
Yeah. Notice how he didn't say he agreed. He said correct.
Correct. Yeah. Mac, do you agree that if you were setting somebody up on a date that was really nervous about their appearance,
No.
you would set them up with a blind person?
No.
Yeah, no, that thought probably would have never crossed my mind.
Why would it not? You're solving a problem. Here's a problem. Solved it.
Apparently, the decent humans are from the pad this way.
Okay. All right.
For those of you
All
that can't see it, Mac is this way.
It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm telling you right now. I just when I hear that, when I see that, I think here's a problem, and I
It
solve
makes
it.
me think of those like 80s movies where there's a montage of the new guys in the cubicles and the head boss is walking through
Right.
solving the problems. He's like, blind guy, just ugly guy, blind person. That's how we solve that. And Damon's like,
You're right.
we don't have an edition for the morning. Just hold the evening edition until tomorrow.
No, we don't have one for the nighttime. I run the daytime edition. Yeah.
Just walking through those ideas, and you're like, is that guy always that dumb? Yeah. But his old man started the company, so he's the boss. There's nothing we can do.
Big wiffle ball tournament this weekend, everybody. Come on, bring your families. Yeah.
You're in shirt sleeves and suspenders and a loud wide tie. What do I pay you people for? Why got to come up with the ideas? That's me. And Mac and I are the two new guys. Like, what is really?
Yeah.
Is this what we signed up for?
You're like, oh my god, that's our boss. Wait, he's a pay grade up.
Is this what goes down at Paracchio Industries?
Okay, guys, new problem we're solving. Ugly people.
Why don't we get the no sights with the blind, with the ugly people? What are we talking about?
Yeah, what are we
Why is
talking
this a
about
problem?
here? What are we talking about here? Hey, that guy smells? Cool. Okay.
We've been a country for 250 years. No one's figured this out? Come on. That's exactly how that whole thing went in my head.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But
Let me ask him this real quick. No, don't.
I really thought I solved I thought there's no way they're not going to agree with me on this, but whatever. It's all good. All right. So let's do, a TCO of the week. All right. And in the headline, Florida man. So we already know we're good. All right.
We already know we're in trouble.
We already know we're good. Florida man found dead in alligator infested lake. I've never read one about somebody dying, but this one needed it. Found dead in alligator infested lake after fishing for frisbees to sell.
Was it at some sort of frolf course, I guess? Disc golf?
It says the unnamed victim had made his living by retrieving frisbees and selling them to local disc golfers.
You know, his buddy's like, hey, you know what? I bet there's 1,000 in that pond. No one's even gone near.
Yeah.
I reckon you can make $1 or $2.
So it says basically someone came upon him. They found him. His arm was torn off. So he wasn't like eaten and gone. He was mutilated.
Oh, he
and dead.
bled out through his arm.
Yeah, he was mutilated and dead. Okay. And so the cop said he died as a result of an alligator attack, said Paul Cozy, this is the local director of Parks and Conservation Resources. It appears he went in before the park opened. Unfortunately, not a good time to be in any lake, but especially during alligator mating season. He's lucky he just got killed. Okay.
Well, wait, what?
Yeah. Bad because it's mating season. It says mistake.
Wait, is that your take or is that what the guy said?
No, that's my take.
Okay.
No, that was added by me. That was not. No. He's lucky.
All right. I was worried there for a minute.
No, he's lucky. He's just missing an arm.
Is there anyone with brains in Florida?
The identified victim was previously caught trying to enter the park in April. They told him not to repeat the offense. They warned that he would be banned if he did.
He's lifetime banned now.
Yeah, he failed to heed the advice. So what it is basically...
I'll show them.
The water in there, they said, is 6 to 8 feet deep. So someone would need to kick around on the bottom and the disc would dislodge from the bottom. And so then they would find him. While the victim retrieved countless frisbees without issue in the past, he unwittingly entered the lake, like they said, during alligator mating season. That's the period from May to June. They're particularly dangerous as the metabolism of Florida's 1.3 million gators skyrockets and makes them even hungrier. So they're hungry and they're horny. And I'm going looking for frisbees.
That was
terrible combination.
Yeah, that was the original game, but they changed it to Hungry Hippos.
Yeah, right.
to sell the kids.
Hungry Horny Hippos. That did not fit in the commercial. It didn't fit in the commercial.
What does this lever do? No!
Yeah, instead of the tail, never mind. Hey, you can picture it. You know what it is. But anyway. Yeah, you're like, wow. Yeah. But
It
so
explains why they're always after those white balls.
yeah, exactly. But like I said, when I saw Florida man in the headline, and then I was like, he died retrieving frisbees.
Yeah. Well, it checks off Florida.
Yeah.
Dumb man.
Yeah.
Gators.
Yeah. Yeah.
Frisbees. Checks them all off. Checks off all the boxes.
We basically taking care of the whole state.
You know what's weird though is you'd think that wouldn't be lucrative, but the amount of money people put out for people that haven't played disc golf or not familiar with it, they actually have drivers and putters and
Really?
mid range. Yeah, it's not just one frisbee you throw.
Okay.
Like they have an actual golf bag. There's usually like 12 discs per bag.
Yeah.
And everything. It's crazy.
So from different areas, they're throwing different discs, is what you're saying. So this guy goes down and finds some high dollar discs. I mean, what are they?
Yeah.
$5, $10, $15 a piece,
Yeah,
maybe?
it depends. It depends on the.
Yeah.
I know a guy who they do that. That's what they do. He bought some land in South Carolina. He has some back acreage. They put up some
For the frisbee golf?
Yeah, put some practice holes up. That's what they do. Yeah, and if he finds some, like when he's out and he finds something he doesn't want, he takes him to play against sports and makes some cash on him.
Now, you said where he's South Carolina, or where is he?
Yeah, South Carolina.
Do they have gators there? I don't know. Do they have gators there?
I don't think he has on his land.
Okay.
Or he's smart enough not to put the basket near it.
Right. Yeah. Where's the basket? Right next to the lake.
Which all right,
next to the lake.
So apparently that's a bigger, because when he was at the play against sport, either that's really big where he is, or it's just not as big as I thought, or it's bigger than I thought it was, because they had a whole rack, probably 16 feet wide by 8 feet tall of all kinds of discs and everything. How is that? It's the same with how pickleball went from, I heard of that yesterday, to suddenly it's like an entire.
Yeah, but you said played against sports. So in reality, you know what that is? That's a bunch of people that said, this looks cool. They played it once and they took their shit to play it against sports.
Right. But how many people have that? Like,
right. But,
let's go to play it against sports today and see how many.
Right. No, I understand. But no, you're right. Pickleball's another one. Yes, there's pickleball courts, indoor courts popping up. Yes.
There's an entire professional league.
Yeah, but I don't think you're going to die from a alligator or crocodile.
I don't know if you go in for that wiffle ball looking thing.
For the pickleball, right. But no, I thought he earned the TCO of the week, because that nothing checks out more than going, don't go in there. You'll be banned for life. It's dangerous. Okay, yeah. I heard what you said. Okay.
Right.
But I really need those frisbees.
I really need to make, I need to make $1.75 per disc.
Yeah. I really need those frisbees. So that said, we'll follow up death with a couple of fun facts. Okay. This fact right here made my entire week when I read it, and I'm going to share it with you, and I'm probably going to apply that.
Did you find a loophole at a buffet?
No, but better. Ben and Jerry's employees get 3 free pints of ice cream every day. Okay. I got to tell you, because I'm not an ice cream snob, I eat whatever's frozen, and it used to be milk, and it tastes like ice cream. Okay.
Oh, that turned my stomach.
Yeah. So I haven't had Ben and Jerry's, all these different flavors. I know people love them.
Brian, he tells me that just now, he said out loud that he will eat frozen cottage cheese. Next week.
If I don't know what it is. Possibly. But my whole point is you work there and you get 3 pints. How big is their workforce?
Just in my head, it was like,
they got a tuba player in the lobby. Stop following me Stop following me over to the elevator. They don't even have an elevator. Damn it. But because 3 pints, that's a lot of ice cream. A day. And I wonder if
they're working there.
I don't know.
What's that? Oh, that's the warehouse of stuff going out. What's that bigger warehouse? Oh, that's just the daily ice cream supply.
Yeah, that's what we store for the people that work here. Yeah.
Isn't that bigger? We don't ask.
Maybe they just factor due to employee theft. This is what they average.
That could be.
3 pints a day. But yeah, no, given my current situation. Now, first off, it would be a great job for you because you just bring them home and give them to your family.
They have non-dairy.
Huh?
They have.
Do they have non-dairy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I know they're a huge
company. That one's
company.
expensive, Ted. You get one.
Yeah.
A week.
You get a spoonful.
Every other year.
Every leap year, you get 3 pints of this.
But I couldn't have it because of the sugar. So that's how they get me.
Yeah, but still, that's an amazing thing because this company, I know they do a huge business. They've been around forever. Aren't they? They're like a Seattle or something, right? They're out west.
No, Vermont.
Okay. But they're a huge. It's 2 guys that start Ben and Jerry, right? I mean, it's their stuff.
They've sold it, haven't they?
I don't know.
The reason why it's so different is one of them. I don't know if it's Ben or Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
I've narrowed it down to those 2 though.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Detective work.
Yeah. I was waiting.
One of them has the same issue I have, where his sense of smell is ruined, so he can't taste.
Oh.
So that's why there's so much stuff, and the chunks are so big and everything, because they had to go with mouthfeel and other things to make up for the fact where he's like, this all just tastes the same. Is it a different flavor? What is this? And they're like, you know what? God damn it, Jerry. Just put a whole bunch of chocolate and a whole banana in it and call it Chunky Monkey.
Right.
All right. Yeah. Works for me. This is delicious. I don't know why we didn't do this in the first place.
Mac, if we could clip mouthfeel when Ted said that too, I'd appreciate it. That would be great.
Mouthfeel.
Timestamp.
Mouth. Feel.
David, shut up for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the one who keeps eroding it. That's fine. Not saying it again. Turn that one up. It's too quiet.
God.
Hey, so
Here's
my next one. In 1891, Chicago challenged all engineers to build a structure that would be better than the Eiffel Tower. Are you familiar with this?
No.
Okay. The winning engineer proposed a giant, well, he always knows this stuff, so that's why I figured I'd ask. The winning engineer proposed a giant rotating wheel that would lift
Is this
visitors
a Ferris wheel?
high above the city. The inventor's name was George Ferris. Yes.
George Barris, he did the Batmobile.
Yeah. Yeah, but in 1891, they invented the Ferris wheel because they thought it rivaled the Eiffel Tower.
Just to mess with the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that, I don't know how that would rival the Eiffel Tower at all. Number one, how tall is the Eiffel Tower?
This
Any
one
idea?
moves, Damon.
Yeah. The Eiffel Tower falls over one day.
This one
Got 'em.
moves. It goes in a circle.
But people, they climb the Eiffel Tower, right? They take pictures, they do whatever else. And I've never been there, of course, but I have seen it at Epcot because they have one very similar. So I've seen it.
If we were to go with that, I've seen it in Vegas. I've seen it at Kings Island.
Right.
I've seen it at King's Dominion. These all have Eiffel Towers.
Yeah, gotcha. So in reality, Ferris should have just focused on doing more Eiffel Towers and putting them
Well,
like
I mean, there's
resorts.
Ferris wheels everywhere. So
Right.
it's like they didn't steal that idea either. Like, hey, you know what? You built one. We can build another.
Yeah. But how would you, in 1891, who's testing that? You know what I
Definitely
mean?
not you, because you wouldn't test it today.
No, but in 1891, who are you going to and what are you offering them?
Well, I think you just don't have to be, you're not fully honest with them. Hey, I need you to sit in this bucket real quick. What's going to happen? Hey, you're going to go in this bucket? You're going to come right out of this bucket. Same platform, nothing's going to happen.
Right.
Why does this bucket look like that one that's way in the air? Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
That's not for you.
Maybe when you test it, you just put one bucket on it. So they have no idea. You just got one bucket and you're sending them around.
One very, like, now offset bucket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever done the one at I guess, is it in
I've never
California?
done one anywhere. So no.
Oh, you've never been on a Ferris wheel?
Never. No.
It's pretty high off the ground.
Is it really?
I mean, for you.
Okay, well, you know what? That does sting. It's 100% truthful, but that does really sting. Yeah. So I have
here's
no argument.
Here's a piece of history or trivia for you. I've
Yeah.
done the one in Branson.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
Ooh. So
Because
it
I
travels?
dismantled it and took it from Navy Pier and put it in Branson.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like VR or something.
No, the one in Branson is the old Navy Pier.
I don't think I could do a VR one. I could with my eyes closed, as long as the thing don't tip and move.
I was going to say it probably tips and moves.
Yeah.
My hypothetical VR.
Yeah.
Ferris
Well, I'm gonna get you
wheel.
one on the one in Disney in California, where it was, half the gondolas are stationary and half of them are like on an oblong orbit thing. So like when it goes up to a certain point, suddenly you shoot back, and then when it goes to the other
What?
side of the curve, it shoots forward.
What?
Yeah.
You've
You've never seen it's got a big picture of Mickey on the side.
Well, I've seen it, but I've never seen it like operate. I didn't know how
half
to
the
operate
gondolas are stationary, and the other half have like this obloid
Really?
track they're on.
Oh,
So you're sometimes you're out where the other one is, and sometimes you're back in, and
So-
sometimes you're out.
take that, Ferris. Yeah.
Yeah, take that, Ferris.
Choke on that, Ferris. It only took him another 200 years to do it.
Do you know what famous United States landmark has the infrastructure built by Eiffel? Like the insides are like the outside is something completely different. The inside that's holding it up
Is it the
built-
arch?
No.
Okay, then no. What is it?
It's Statue of Liberty.
Really?
Yeah, the inside parts are made by Eiffel.
Really?
Mhm.
So wait.
I can't believe Mac. This guy got on the arch. That thing. Hate
So
that thing.
so the Eiffel Tower actually has to do with a guy named Eiffel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same- yeah.
Okay. I didn't. Or a company?
Yeah. Did you figure that out when it was called the Ferris wheel?
Well, I figured that out.
Yeah.
But the Eiffel Tower.
Hey, Mac, what is the coincidence? This guy named George Ferris made the Ferris wheel. That's amazing.
No, that I know. But the Eiffel Tower, I just thought that was like where it's at. It's like,
no,
hey,
it's Augustus
It's on
Eiffel.
Eiffel.
it's on Eiffel Street or something. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Did you hear Pun Boy out there?
Yeah.
It's an Eiffel.
It's an Eiffel. Yeah. Yeah.
I no.
You know who
No,
doesn't have an
you
Eiffel?
You made that up. I
You know
couldn't.
who doesn't
do
have an
anything
Eiffel?
that bad.
the guy at the
The
strip
blind
club?
guy that I took to the strip club.
It's horrible.
Stupid!
Yeah.
You're so stupid!
What did he even pay for? I understand. Okay. Last fun fact before we get into
Wait, there's an Eiffel?
Yeah. I seriously didn't know that. Last fun fact before we get into a strange story. In 1989, Bill Gates answered a Microsoft tech support call. He said, "Hello, this is Microsoft Protect Support. William speaking. How can I help you?"
That
Yeah.
tricky bastard.
Yeah, and solve the issue. The customer was so satisfied, they especially asked for him whenever they called back with a follow-up question.
Oh, there's where you ruined it, Bill.
Yeah. Hey, give me that William guy.
Yeah, is that William guy on?
And it's like William's first day. He's got a training badge on. Like, damn it. You knew so much more yesterday, and you sounded older. I don't understand what your problem is. But imagine getting the owner. You know?
Imagine if he couldn't solve it.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been great. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put you on with someone else.
Yeah. Let me get you my manager. I'm going to get you my manager. I'll get you tech support.
Yeah.
That's who I called. I called tech support.
Suddenly he's calling Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, real quick.
Hey, remember how we used to maybe work on the same stuff? Okay, so here's my question.
Do you have Wozniak's number?
Yeah, right.
I understand he's the brains behind your business.
Next, he just starts answering the phone. Steve Jobs speaking. How can I help you? Just so when he doesn't know the answer, he's not stupid. I didn't know Jobs worked over
That's
there.
like Undercover Boss before Undercover Boss.
Right. But in
Did
reality,
you ever see the what's that guy's name? The real estate guy when he was on it, Armando
no, I didn't see when he was on
he was
there.
on
And
that.
I like him. I
And
would
he
have
was in
liked
a
to.
call center and he just flipped out. He did not William that at all.
Really?
He at one point just was like, "Why are we solving these problems? I am Armando. I'm undercover." Rah! Yeah, he totally broke character.
Sounds
and
like
everything.
his,
Yeah.
yeah. I used to watch that show with him. I
I
liked
wanted to
him.
be like, because probably everyone's afraid of you. That's
Yeah.
probably why everything is going
Yeah.
going south.
Because you rule with an iron fist and no one likes
And
you.
I was like, no one's buying this because he had like a blonde wig on. He looked like someone had shaved whatever Hulk Hogan had left at that time
nice.
and just stuck it on top of his head and been like, hey, you're a different guy.
Yeah.
Try to play chill. Guy's like 6'8", 420 pounds. Yeah, I'll just sneak right in here. No one will notice.
I got to be honest with you, though. I don't think there's any way Bill Gates, they can't dress him up in nothing where they're like,
Right.
that's not Bill Gates.
Right.
Hey,
Especially William.
and he goes by William. Yeah, that's the best part. Could you go by Tony? Could you go by Bob?
No, I don't feel like a Tony. I barely feel like a William.
I like to throw everybody off. Can I go by William? Yeah, I guess you can, Bill. Sure. But yeah, like you said, it would have been great if somebody would have called and had the one question that just stumped him.
Or if he gives the answer like that can't be right. Like
Yeah.
like he can't convince them that he knows what he's doing.
Right.
No, that doesn't sound right. No, I'm pretty sure that's it. No, that doesn't.
Or imagine if he was like an unruly dictator of the company. He doesn't know the answer. Somebody else answers it and he just has him fired right on the spot. You'll never know more than me. You will leave now. Bill, hey, if William
That's the last customer you ever satisfy.
if William has a box, you are done. It was like that was like The Apprentice before it was you're fired. It's just like you get out of here. All right, so strange story. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm super happy about this title. So we're gonna dive into this, and I hope it's as good as the title is.
You go first. I hope it's a shallow end.
Two Amish men caught drinking and driving a horse and buggy with a stereo system flee local cops.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Was the horse drunk?
I don't know. Technically, they're still in control of the horse.
I get it, but also the horse does have some sort of self-preservation mechanism, does it not?
Correct. Yeah, we're not going off the cliff or into that tree. Yeah, or rolling into the ditch. Right. No, I understand.
Also, was the stereo a group? Like, did they have a band behind them?
It's just a whole entourage. We got the brass, we got the woodwinds, we got everybody.
Just a hay rack with
Yeah, we got everybody.
Oh, you're going to Ben and Jerry's. Yeah. I get it.
So it says Trumbull County Sheriff's Department in Ohio. So we're back in Ohio now. So they probably tinted the windows.
I would have guessed Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
but Ohio's in
Yeah,
that area.
yeah, they probably tinted the windows in this buggy. Witnessed something right out of a subversive coming of age comedy.
Isn't it those horse blinds?
Hmm.
Like, isn't that a tinted window?
Yes. When they came across two Amish men operating a horse and buggy while drinking a 12-pack of Michelob Ultra and blasting music from a stereo on a routine traffic stop.
I mean, Michelob Ultra to them is probably like, the darkest IPA for us.
Yeah, right.
They use stereos.
What is that, 1.2?
That was my thing. Yeah.
That's why I asked if it was a group, Mac.
Hand
Yeah.
crank.
Yeah. No, they got a windmill on top of the.
Yeah, no, he's right. They got a phonograph with a hand crank.
They were using the term stereo loosely.
Yeah, yeah, but they got it running off belts and pulleys from the horse's feet, so it's all good. It spins. But it says Deputy Eric Hermsdorfer.
I got two hand cranks and a megaphone.
Yeah. That's where it's at. But it says Deputy Eric Hermsdorfer. I'm not going to say his last name again. So
That's why
Deputy
they,
Eric.
That's why they call him Deputy Eric, right?
Yeah. Encountered the site on September 15th. The two men. Oh, he signaled them to pull over. At 1 a.m. Nothing good happens in Amish country at 1 a.m. We all know this. You know what
Also,
I'm saying?
they don't have lights.
I never thought about that.
At 1 a.m.
They would have never found
Two
him.
lanterns.
I was just going to say two lanterns dancing
Yeah.
like really wildly.
If it wasn't for the clip clop and the loud music, they'd never even known they were there.
Is that if it was it Mr. Ed?
Yeah.
Arrest these guys. Arrest these guys.
We were driving our murder carriage. It's all blacked
I
out.
remember him sounding like that.
Well, right. He's trying to be subterfuge, man. If he says it in his own voice, he'd be like, that sounds like Mr. Ed throwing us under the bus.
It says, but when Deputy Eric requested they stop their buggy on Donley and Mahan Parker Roads in North Bloomfield, the unidentified men leapt off and ran into the woods. The horse, meanwhile, continued to trot down the road until police safely stopped it. I got to tell you what, that's a smart move because the cops are not going to let that go
Right, they have to-
uncontrolled. They
right.
have to follow that.
Right. And the difference is the car eventually is going to slow down.
Right.
So where the horse is like, wow, it's going to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. I am going until someone tells me to stop or a squad car pulls in front of me. And then if I get startled, I might go left or right,
Tuck and roll, ditch the ride.
Yeah. So let's see here. Oh, in the buggy were open bottles of alcohol in addition to a 12-pack of Michelob Ultra. Nobody has yet come forward to claim their belongings, including the horse and buggy. So these guys not only did. I wonder if it was hot. I wonder if it was stolen. Do you run a VIN on horses and buggies?
So they don't know anything about these guys?
No.
How do they know they're even Amish?
It says.
What if they just ripped off that from the Amish?
Oh, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. They might have been a chop shop.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We need a vehicle that they can't trace the VIN. what do we got that they can't trace it?
Yeah.
And also the horse is like, why?
Oh
Look
my
at that.
It's like God delivered it on a platter right to us. It says the Amish community as a whole doesn't forbid its members from drinking alcohol, okay? But many of their sects do. It's unclear which sect these riders were a part of. Again, what if they weren't a part of any of them?
Right.
Okay? What if they weren't a part? What if these were two 16-year-old kids?
I don't think I agree. Like, hey, we don't oppose of alcohol in general, but Michelob Ultra, that clearly wasn't an Amish guy.
Right. Yeah, but it says, then again, drinking and driving is just as illegal horseback as it is on a car. Horseback,
It's different from a buggy.
that's different, okay?
Correct.
Horseback, here's the deal. I got news for you. I don't care how good you think you are not in control, okay? You are doing whatever your friend below you that makes me look small decides you're doing at that
Have
moment.
you ever ridden a horse?
I have sat on a horse and then I stopped because I'll be honest with you, if something bad happened to Superman off that, nothing good's going to happen to Damon.
Well,
I'm just telling you.
That's a girl.
Telling you right now.
Hey, one of these murdered Christopher Reeve. Real slow like.
Look.
It took him like 10 years to die, but he done dead.
His name was Kryptonite. You should have never got on that horse. Never. Should have never.
That's terrible. You know where that happened?
No, where?
Culpeper, Virginia.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
where that floor grate keeps getting you when you
I'm familiar with that.
visit my
Yes.
sister.
Yeah. So it says, let's see here. They still can't account for the radio.
Where was that hanging out?
Yeah, I don't. So it's, while the Amish are encouraged to test the traditional life experiences of modern society. So this would come in.
But I don't think they drop speakers into their buggies.
No, it's not. It's not like they're, hey, let's put some subs.
Right.
I got a speaker box. Like in the day, we used to have the house speakers, a speaker box. But it's known as
You'd have your
rum.
Rockford Fosgates in the back.
But this period is known as, in quotes, rum springa. Well, to me, that says...
I'm familiar with that.
Okay, so to me, that says rum, we're getting drunk in the spring. So I think they're not doing anything wrong, okay?
Well,
Unless
we should have you translate all the dictionaries.
This was in September, though. That's where they broke the law. Had this been in April, they'd have been fine. It says alcohol is otherwise forbidden across the groups. Drinking and driving is also they're just repeating a lot of the same stuff.
Hey, we need to get this article down to like 17 pages. Can
Yeah.
you just repeat everything?
Well, here's the headline next. It says, this wouldn't have been the first time the Amish were slapped with a DUI. Many members have received DUIs for driving their buggies drunk. How do you... I can't...
Well, he's
I can't-
angry.
I can't even process this because who's patrolling these Amish areas in squad cars? Is there another Amish guy in a buggy with a light bar somehow powered by a windmill that runs them down?
You know, they put the cherry, they put the one
Right.
little cherry up there.
Yeah. Or is it like a bike cop, but it's a chariot? You know what I mean? So it's just one cop, like a Roman gladiator.
Well, here's the...
What is it? Who's following
So
these
let's
guys?
say this. Let's say you're
Yeah.
not holding the reins.
Yeah. You're not holding the reins.
Everyone's
Right.
drunk in the buggy.
So the cruise
No
control,
one is holding the reins.
Cruise control
Cruise
set.
control's going.
autopilot's on.
Is that drunk driving?
Oh man, I honestly don't know. But the part I got choked up on, it says a 21-year-old Ohioan. So we're back in Ohio, who ran a stop sign in April, subsequently admitted that he drank 10 beers beforehand. You didn't run the stop sign, your horse did.
Well, at that point, you didn't pull the reins to make him stop. But even if you're not holding the reins,
But wouldn't your defense be like, I was
dropped the
woeing him.
reins? Yeah.
I was woeing him. He did not woe. He go. He no woe. You know what I mean?
well, I think they know you're drunk at that point.
Yeah. He no woe. He go. I no mo at fault. I don't know what you want to say, but what do you say to that? So instead you go, hey, I'm 21. I had 10 beers.
Also, how fast are they going? Because whenever I see those buckies,
Yeah.
like literally, I feel like I could get out and walk past them.
Well, correct. So
I don't think he's like blew the stop sign. I think
Yeah.
he slow walked it.
quick sidebar. Many years ago, I don't know if I ever told the story or not, but I'll tell it real quick. I'm up in Canada. We're picking up Amish made furniture, Mennonites.
You say Muppet Canada?
Yeah, we're up.
It's time to light the lights, eh?
We're up in Canada. We're picking up a whole 53-foot trailer of Amish furniture made by the Mennonites up there. We're flying down this gravel back road because that's all they have, right? They're out in the middle of nowhere. We come over a hill. Now we're in a, I don't know, like a 96 Chevy Dually, huge white truck, right? And we're pulling a 53-foot white trailer, okay? We come over a hill, right? It couldn't have been 2 blocks away, and we're doing easily 50 mile an hour. 2 blocks away, I see this horse and buggy jump straight up in the air and dive off the road because it was coming at us. Okay. Well, we're on their territory. So the guy that was with us, who lives up there, he told my dad, he said, you need to slow down. We're in their territory. Got it. I never seen a horse do that in my entire life. So you're right. They do have self-preservation. They were not going to get hit by the big white ghost flying down the road, you know? So that does make sense. But that said, we were out of our element. We were in theirs. So when they come out of their element into ours, is this really something? I mean, if I watch a horse, first, my kids are going to be like, hey, look at the horse. I'm not worried if I go next, if they go through the stop sign. We're watching the ponies, you know?
Was the horse a Muppet?
Yes.
I'm still stuck on Muppet Canada.
Right.
I'm Muppet Canada.
But what I'm saying is the horse really makes it the executive decision on what's going on based on its
Self-preservation,
yes,
for sure.
Yes, for sure. You know, and so it has one more in here. It says in 2012, 4 Amish people were arrested for drinking while underage and crashing their buggy into other buggies. This one here, because that's why I wanted to lead to that. This one here tells me either the horses broke free.
Well, I don't get that because usually you can tell people are drunk because they're lane usage.
Right.
They're bobbing, they're weaving.
Yeah.
Can you really make a horse just like, all right, left lane, right lane, left lane, right lane, left lane. All right, shoulder, ditch a little bit. Okay, back in the middle,
Yeah.
left lane, right lane, left. Like, what kind of effort does it take to make a horse do that?
And then it says then they fled the scene. So again, this is the Amish way. Look, 5-0. Flee.
Well, that's
okay.
Is it only one cop? All right, ditch the horse.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 cops. One can go over the
Right,
horse, and the one
right.
can chase them.
Right. But it said that they charged 2 men with failure to comply and drinking, being under the influence. So I guess if we've learned anything, this is what's weird.
These police are making a lot of assumptions because now if I'm an Amish woman, I'm just getting a hat, fake beard, going out
Right.
and getting blasted, leaving my horse to take the hops on a run and be like, you're never going to catch me
Yeah.
because it wasn't a dude.
Apparently, being Amish in Ohio is not the place to be Amish, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, those cops have it out for them.
Yeah.
They're really looking for it.
They all can't grow beards. None of them. They all got baby faces.
Is there any
They're
other
like,
crime going on in Ohio? Nope, just horses running stop signs.
just horses running stop signs. Yeah.
We're on top of it.
Well, we do have excessive music from the teenagers. No, from the Amish.
That makes me.
Yeah.
It reminds me of I don't remember if it was North Dakota or South Dakota. They have a big meth problem.
Yeah.
And the government wanted to let the people know that they were going to handle the meth problem. They were going to take care of it. Their ad campaign was meth. We're on it.
No, it wasn't.
Look it up, Macintosh. Look it up.
Wait, what state was this?
I don't know. Just look up meth. We're on it. Government. You'll find it.
That
It was
is-
one of the Dakotas, I think.
That is so
Montana,
awesome.
maybe?
That is so awesome. So that's how we, yeah. Yeah, we're on it. So
Meth. We're on it. It'd be like if Wayne May was like, your pet. I'm on top of it.
Yeah.
Nope. No, you're not, Wayne. Get off. Especially between May and June in Florida.
that's all right. Where can they find us, Ted?
Well, definitely not in Max Google. They can find us at thatchecksout.net. That Checks Out WGT is all of the socials. Don't forget to check us out on the YouTube. I may or may not have put a little stand-up on there for you guys to see what I do when I'm not here,
Yeah.
which is be happy because I'm not with Damon.
Don't worry.
Everyone,
Yeah.
we'd like to let you know that Checks Out is a TCO production, audio engineering done by Audio Hive Podcast and Studio. Look them up. Do a show yourself. For Damon, I'm Ted. Everybody, that checks out.